Do you know that feeling when you'd like to run free, but you just can't? Like someone is holding your arms, holding your back, holding your legs, covering your mouth, that tension. You're like a prisoner in your own body. You want to scream, you want to express, but they want you to give up. Do as they say. This was my Estonia over 60 years under Russian occupation. We were like prisoners in our own country. Communist occupation means extreme state control over everything. There was only one way how to think, how to speak, how to behave, even how to dress. We wanted to break free. We were like prisoners in our country. Despite everything, I had a nice childhood. In those times when children wear dark clothes and shoes, this is all what we had in our stores, imagine little blonde girl standing by, wearing red, shiny rubber boots, sent by my Canadian relatives. This was a highlight of my childhood. Those boots made me so confident, and I felt such joy. Helle, helle, lelo. We couldn't express ourselves, but we learned. It's always better to sing than to cry. Freedom is never taken for granted. Estonia fought for it, lost it, and sang it back. Our dream was bigger than the fear. Imagine September 88. The political situation in Europe was tense, so thick you can cut it with a knife. Usually, revolution means violence, but Estonians used singing instead. Singing together through all those centuries gave us courage and hope to survive. For 4 years, people gathered together without no weapons, just singing to take a stand against Soviet Union. And that's why it's called a singing revolution. People gathered together to sing in small groups in Estonian, which was not allowed. KGB was watching, and it was very real to get yourself to prison or even to be killed by KGB. But 1991, Estonian independence was restored. People were so happy. You can feel our joy. They gathered together to the singing festival ground to sing all those songs. Helle, helle, lelo, lelo. At the same time, the tanks were on the streets. Army was there, and army and police were standing by, watching and waiting. But freedom won. Not a single gunshot, not a single dead body, just freedom. This was a big thing. But sometimes joy can be also, smaller things, like this matchbox. During this period, there is so many different stories to tell, but one was about the TV tower in Tallinn. This was our last connection between Western world. And Soviets didn't want us to tell to the world about our independence, so they wanted to take this TV tower over. But people on the 22nd floor found a little matchbox, and they put this between elevator doors, so it couldn't close. And the army and soldiers needed to use the steps instead. Luckily, they never made it higher than the second floor, where was the vodka bar. They got so drunk that they couldn't proceed. As you can tell, freedom and our being is so natural just to sing over the centuries. This is such a joy. And also singing for me, it's a joy, it's expression. I can feel free in my own body. And I think it's always better to sing than to cry. So I invite you, let's bring joy to nowadays world and sing together this traditional song I sang today. Helle, helle, le lo, helle, helle.